spend my life with you. Spend my life.
What's going on, gamers? It's Dreamkillas representing Madden Mastermind. Video number 2 of the day. Back out here using Dallas Cowboys going up against the Cleveland Browns, man. They're like my biggest problematic team. Though this guy started off, I don't know if you guys were paying attention on that first drive. Well, that soulful beat was playing. He was blocking kicks, so I wasn't a big fan of that. Probably put my head in the wrong place for the entire game. You'll have to stay tuned. It did turn out to be a pretty good game. Dude definitely has a good scheme. I can't lie. Again, the only thing I don't have a lot of respect for, and again, I know a lot of you guys continuously say it in the comment section, there's a huge difference between blitzing and custom playbooks. But whatever, again, at the end of the day, you guys are entitled to your opinion. I really don't care. Do your thing. If you think custom playbooks are the way that you're going to become an elite Madden player, go for it. I'm going to tell you now that I don't feel that that's that way. I don't know any elite Madden player, and I'm not even considering myself in that group, but I don't know one elite Madden player that uses custom playbooks. However, I do know that they use blitzes because the game is very offensive, and you need blitzes in order to offset the overpowering effect that the programming of Madden gives the offense. I mean, people that don't even pick up the sticks, good play by him right there. It's just so the programming's there, so somebody that's brand new can pick up the sticks and score a touchdown versus somebody that's considered pretty good at the game. And it didn't always used to be like that. I mean, there was days in Madden where if you had good defense and your opponent wasn't that great, you'd be getting shut after shutout. And I think as online play developed further and further and got more popular, Madden had to find a way in order, at least EA, in order from a business standpoint, had to find a way, to make it more competitive so people didn't give up, they didn't complain about the game, so on and so forth. So they made the offense a little bit more apt to be able to score points. And that's just my opinion. I could be completely wrong. But you guys can, we can leave it up for discussion in the comment section. I'm going to always be a firm believer. Huge difference. But again, it's just an opinion, man. At the end of the day, it's just a video game, and it's really not the end of the world. I don't try to come off like I'm complaining about it, but I just point out the difference. I'm using a stock playbook. He's using a custom, so advantage for him. He might not know any blitz setups. I do, but I take the time to practice those. Anybody can go online or just go through, and once they lose, go back to the opponent and figure out like what plays he was running, just add them to their playbook to be more overpowering. But again, neither here nor there. That's not what this video is about. It's about the game itself. And hopefully, by you guys watching it and just seeing, what some of the better players do, you guys can become a better Madden player yourself. And really, that's the name of the game. We actually went into halftime down with a goose egg, man. We're down 14-0. Either here nor there. I should have some points on the board. He blocks my extra point. So I'm actually down 8 at this point, which irked me even further. And, again, when you're a good player, I don't feel like you need something like field goal blocking, man. It's super lame. But at the end of the day, well, I don't have a stop for it, so he can continue to do it really until the end of the game. So my thought moving forward is I got to lock up on defense and then really go for 2-point conversions the rest of the game, which sometimes is a good thing, sometimes not. Get him in the 4th down and 7 here, and he dots me up top. I made some extra adjustments, tried guarding that guy with a linebacker, which probably wasn't my best bet. So he's able to go back up 2 possessions here, which is good stuff for him. My offense, I was being productive. Unfortunately, execution, man, that's really always what it comes down to. I had the 1 turnover, a couple little 3rd and shorts, 2nd and shorts. I really abandoned the run game in the second half, which is detrimental. I rely on my run a lot. And, I was able to run on him and control the clock, but unfortunately, he kind of just upset me with the block and the kick. So made me get outside my game plan, and that's not something I normally like to do. You got to really stay patient. And just try to, do your thing on both sides of the ball. Specifically on defense, obviously, when you're in a position like this, and then when you get your opportunities on offense, you gotta make up for it. Like play like that, man. Sean Lee, I can't get that though. Ugh. But anyway, so 2nd and 10, the inevitable happens. Go from trying to make a good play to where he actually converts on the 1st down. And now we're into the 4th quarter here, so I gotta put a stop. You can see 3rd and 20. He hits on the screen. And again, with just the custom, man, I had a hard time, or I just wasn't adjusting well to what he was doing. But we get the big stop. So end of the day, we do have the ball. We have a chance to tie it back up and do our thing. I just wasn't making great reads. I mean, I had Dez wide open on that streak on the play before, but I take it over and run with Romo. And then a 4th and 3. Oh, my goodness. I should have just ran. I mean, I don't know what I was doing. I knew he was running max coverage, but for some reason I was like, I'm going to dot him up, and I didn't. So that goes back to the execution thing. So pretty much the game's in hand for him now. You know what I mean? Unless I have some crazy big stop right now, which you can see I'm just not able to do. Cleveland Browns, man, they've been like my issue team. Like, I used to have problems, I think, against the Carolina Panthers in past years using the Cowboys. And the Cleveland Browns, man, they're just that team that matches up, I guess, really well to them. Anyway, 2nd and 11, he beats me. Huge play for him. He goes back up 2 scores. So, you know, it's just a matter of time here before, you know, we take this L. I'm trying my hardest, you know, to get another touchdown, possibly kick on sides and score. I think I got 2 timeouts at this point, which really isn't going to help my deal. You can see, you know, he's running a lot of max coverage. He'd mix in blitzing well. I mean, he didn't have a bad defensive scheme. You know, again, it just came down to execution on my side, and abandoning the run game was there, definitely detrimental. But we were able to score. We have to go for 2 again. Unfortunately, not able to convert. We kick on side, which is really all it comes down to in the end. And he gets it, kneels the ball. You can see here coming out in the winning formation. And that's the game. Fellas, I'm Dreamkillas representing Madden Mastermind. I appreciate all the support. We'll catch you guys again tomorrow. And if you don't mind, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, Dreamkillas843. I appreciate it.